And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, from Michigan State. It is wicked cold, but we got a wicked good matchup tonight. I got my man Ted Stern in the booth with me. Ted, how are we doing today, brother?
Hey, well, thank you, man. I'm glad to be here. It's been a couple weeks, but I'm glad to be in the booth with you. This is gonna be an amazing game here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this game comes together. Two really great teams with really solid groups, both new coaches. Well, I'm sorry, not new coaches, but we got Coach Ziggy and his assistant Glass against King Misfit. Of course, we got Scooby Lewis
Yeah,
pictured there. We also got Baron Thomas. Who are you excited to see? What are some things you're looking forward to?
and like you said, we got a couple stars going against each other, and I mean, both these really talented teams. So I think it's gonna be a pretty big game for both of them. Surprisingly, a lot of people taking Oregon here, but I mean, both these teams coming off of losses. They got something to prove here. So glad to see it.
Yeah, I was looking at the pick'em. I only saw 13 people selected Michigan State to take it. While I know Oregon's a powerhouse and they did have a decent showing to the tourney, I was a little surprised about that personally.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Michigan State they had a tough loss against Notre Dame, but I mean, it's still a pretty close game, and it's a tough team. So. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a closer game than people think.
Absolutely, and I'm really excited to see this again. First game of Thursday night prime time. We also this week premiere our Friday night games as Michigan wins the toss. So we've got Glass bringing the ball up, going against Gleasack, passes it to Pitts. Good old DJ Jones passing it to Glass. He goes right up with the move. Nice little play design there, Ted.
Great, a great cut right there by Glass, able to get down there.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Gleasack, I believe he was #1 in assists last season. Definitely going to have to shoulder the load here with Scooby and Devin Davis out there.
Yeah, Baron Thomas is the guy you went on him right there. Great defense.
And we see the shot by Joseph Babic. Nice little pick there from Devin Davis, who recently switched from power forward, Ted, and I think is a really good move.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, great defense by Davis here, but
Oh!
what's
Yes,
up?
Ted. Great
Oh,
defense by Davis. Nice little putback there for
yeah.
him so you kind of get it together. As we see
Oh my
DJ
gosh.
Jones with the block. My goodness, Ted. I guess these are defensive teams we're watching tonight.
Maybe I don't know, man. I mean, both great defense, but like you said, you were talking about Davis there. I think that's a great move. I mean, he still made plays for Oregon last season, but he's a really good player. So I want to see them get involved a bit more, and I think he could do that at the center position.
Yeah, again, Oregon is returning a good crop of their players. All of the leading scorers, Scooby 25, Gleasack with 15, and then Cooksey with 11. They were both on this team, all three were on the team last season. As you see, Scooby missed a little hook shot. Pitts with the rebound, passed it to Barron. Barron going to Glass up top. Looks like he's got Bobic on him. A little action up on the top. Pass it to Barron. Pass it to Pitts. Pick and roll. Are they going for it? They're not. They do. They're pushing it, and he misses the hook shot. Nice rebound by Scooby there.
I mean, Oregon more great defense there.
Yeah, two really great defensive showing we're seeing tonight. DJ Jones from Michigan State, no surprise there. We know he plays great defense. As he passes it to Baron Thomas, who hits a three. Nice start to Baron.
Yeah, season week one. Here we go, Baron Thomas. They got to get him going this season. He's the leader on this team, so starting off strong right there.
I feel like I beat the dead horse a little bit. Nighthawks players, obviously Bannon, he used to coach last season. As we see Scooby, Mr. Consistent getting the shot there. I really feel though, Ted, or Michigan State rather, does have a good team. If Barron is a little more consistent than he was last season, I mean obviously because he was a point guard, playing point guard out of position, I really think this team can go far.
I mean, Glass is a huge addition for them. Get their offense going. And I mean, Baron Thomas. Let him play shooting guard. He's so good at it, and he's gonna have a big season for him, I think.
Absolutely. Ward pass it to Lewis. Little ball fake there. Barron's covering Scooby, looks like, which is always tough because Scooby's so wicked athletic as he draws the foul there. Scooby's a good old 6'10", and I believe Barron, correct me if I'm wrong, is about 6'4", 6'5", not the biggest guy, and obviously not the smallest, but that is, excuse me, a little bit of an advantage.
And Baron Thomas has got that hair advantage for the height too. So I mean,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a great matchup all night, though.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I meant to ask last night when I was streaming the game. Are you excited to see some of these uniforms we got? I know I was talking to Misfit earlier today. Uh, the unis Oregon has are absolutely nuts, Ted.
Definitely, I love them, man. They're awesome.
Yes, I'm hoping we can get some more work by Grizzly. Shout out to him again. Maybe get them posted in the chat or talk a bit about them. Who are your guys' favorite jerseys? As FSU coach, I liked mine. I think you guys got some for Gonzaga. Is that correct, Ted?
Yeah, we got some nice black and red ones for sure. But I mean, the Oregon ones are super nice. I'm excited to see them when they put theirs on. Probably have to go
Absolutely.
with that, man.
As we see Scooby, Mr. Consistent, hit both of his free throws. He shot 82% last season. You see the ball moving around right back to Barron, and he hits the three.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Ted, that's 5 points. I mean, it's a nice little start.
Yeah, Baron Thomas, they're going to be getting him the ball a lot. Maybe we could see him in that conversation for the best shooting guards this season. He's already starting off strong here.
Yeah, absolutely. He has all the tools. I think he was all conference. I don't have it in front of me, but he was all conference. And I know he was in consideration for the All-Star nod as he goes and gets the ball again on the outside. 8 points out of 10 from Barron, Ted.
Yeah, Baron Thomas having a game, man. Keep getting him the ball. He's hitting right now.
Cold-blooded killer right here, and he's consistently staying on Scooby. Interesting move. Let's see how that goes out. We see Devin Davis against Pitts with the great pass to Gleasack. Does he have the shot? He misses. Davis with the awkward putback, no good. As we see Sidney Banks pushing it to DJ Jones, pulling it back a little bit. A little hesitation. Getting past him, but waiting. They're trying to drop a play here, and they do alley-oop
Oh,
to Baron Thomas, Ted. 10 points,
yeah, Oregon.
outscoring Oregon by himself right now.
Oregon needs that timeout badly right now. They gotta figure out a way to stop Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, I mean, if you're seeing someone score 10 out of 12 points and outscoring your team, what do you do here, Ted? I mean, what do you tell your guys as they come into the huddle?
I mean, you just gotta find a way. You just like better
Figure it out.
communication there. They need better communication. Yeah, yeah, they gotta do something though. I mean, they gotta start somewhere.
Yep.
I mean, Scooby Lewis is. They've tried putting him on Thomas, but I mean, maybe they need to double him a bit more. He's getting the ball. It's clear, so he's got a tough task.
Absolutely. Again, it is wicked cold here in Michigan State, but we have a wicked hot start. Wired, that one was for you, my friend. I'm hoping you got that little just cheesy joke, Ted. Is that what it is? A little punny? I think it's a punny statement. Was that what that was?
Oh, that might be what they call it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we go with
Wired,
that.
let me know. I'm trying to get more, get a little bit of myself out there. But for Michigan State, obviously we big storyline I was thinking about earlier. The big man from down under, or whatever, Shane's character, McKnight, transferring to UConn, replacing with Pitts. How big of a loss is it for someone like McKnight leaving the team?
I mean, he has a huge contest tonight going against Devin Davis. That's gonna be a big matchup. So we'll see how he can do it. He's a great freshman, I think, though.
He is, and we see Cooksey with the foul on number 31, Dion Cooper. I think at times, with all of the lineup changes from Michigan State, he was starting at the 2, so it's definitely a unique opportunity for him coming off the bench. And Cooksey's coming off the bench as well. Both coaches seem to be experimenting with their lineups.
Yeah, when you got two great shooting guards like that on the bench, there's so much these teams could do with them. So much great depth. So it's interesting. But yes, it looks like we got the bench back in here. So we'll see how Cooper and Cooksey do. But two top shooting guards in the league, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see here if Michigan State can keep their bench going, which is always a question for, any team really, as we see him hit the first shot. They could really spell Barron, let him come back. I mean, this is almost perfect rotations 4 minutes into the game, and they're checking in, Ted.
Yeah, especially with Cooper. He's got a veteran experience here now. Playing here last season, being a junior. So I mean, they got a tough task here.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Cooper go ahead and hit the second one. Cooper was on the team last year, shot 85% from the line, nothing too bad. As we see Diego Santos bring the ball up. Again, another returner, a very veteran Oregon team we have here. So they're trying to run Cooksey off the backdoor cut. He gets the rock, but not able to get open. Little pick and pop, maybe? Cooksey bank, no good. Interesting move there. Cooksey's not the most athletic player. Cooper going again right at the rim, getting his own offensive rebound, passing it out. I didn't see the name there, but he makes it.
Okay.
I think that was Chris Snow with the shot there, Ted. A wild little play there, transition, I guess.
Yeah. Michigan State just continues to hit, man, outside anywhere.
It's definitely interesting as we see Diego Santos again. That looks like they're running some action for Cooksey. He's open for half a second. No, they go to Cobb, who misses it. Nice little move here. I'm loving these plays that Oregon's running. And again, this is what they're really good at. They have so much versatility to them, and that's why they went so far in the tournament last season. You know, Cooksey draws so much attention that players like Cobb and Grayson James, they can get that indoor or the inside cut and get the free throws, you know?
Yeah, Michigan State, they got to look out for Cooksey, and I mean that's just more pressure for the rest of these Michigan State defenders. Oregon's got so many weapons here. Cobb is another one. Like you just said, Santos. I mean, so many returners here. It's why they're so good. They're able to get everyone involved.
As we see the missed shot there by, I believe that's Cobb. And Cobb, not a very good free throw shooter, so I do like the foul. 38% from the line. Definitely something to improve on as you come into the season. He misses both of them. Star with the rebound, passing to Chris Snow, the freshman. Bringing up, he's got Cobb on him, a little bit of a mismatch. They do switch it instead of going at it. Snow getting past him with the floater, no good. Good defense by Siegel there. He's pushing it to Cobb. Little 3-on-2. He stops it. It's Cobb, not the most athletic player there, Ted.
Great job to bring it back out, get a play here. I mean, they just need to get some weapons open here.
Absolutely. As we see Spencer Young with the steal. Nice move there. I'm liking Spencer Young coming off the bench. Again, when Barron was playing the 2, he did play a lot of the 1, so I like the move here.
To have Young and Cooper coming off the bench as guards, so much they can do with that.
Very dangerous for sure. There's Chris Snow with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Passing it to Young. Definitely going to be forcing a tough shot here. A D3 ball, and they hit it.
Oh my gosh, this shot. Oh my gosh.
Can they
That's
miss
crazy.
right now?
Young, I mean, they got so many good shooters. I mean, this is what we expected to see from Michigan State maybe a season ago, and in week 1, they're coming out strong right here against a really good Oregon team, so we'll see if this continues.
I mean, I know Spencer Young is a great shooter and all. I believe he's a transfer. I don't remember where from, but I mean, a tremendous shot. I mean, you really don't see those all that often. But again, as we're going to a quick timeout, CSBA Michigan State with the lead 20 to Oregon 6. We will be right back here momentarily. We are back. CSBA J-Mac in the chat brought an interesting point up I wanted to ask you about, Ted. Feels like every game a team runs away with the scoring at the beginning, and I'm assuming he's talking about, starting off hot, and then, I mean, most of our games have been pretty close. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, last night we saw Georgetown get a little bit behind, and they almost came back. But, I mean, it's happened a lot this week, we haven't quite seen a huge comeback yet, but
Certainly possible.
great move. Great picking a little bit there. Sorry, but
I
think Oregon's definitely a team that can. Oregon's definitely a team, that can make this closer and come back for sure.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams have freshmen. Oregon only has 1 freshman, Babic. As you see, Spencer Young feeling himself, a nice little pull-up. Babic, I do apologize. But again, Oregon's a very veteran team. And, Michigan State is as well. They only have 3 freshmen. So really 2 vet teams we have here. So we see Cooksey with the shot, no good here. And we see the rebound by Ringo Starr. Passing it to Spencer Young as he pushes.
Yeah, Oregon's old.
Go ahead.
I mean, Oregon, yeah, they also got a veteran coach too, and second and a half season. He started in season 1, so
yeah.
Oregon's they've been around a while, so they know what they're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, just the veteran leadership, playing in tough games. You see the tough shot there. Nice rebound by Cooksey. Veteran leadership's important, when you get guys like that who know what to do. They're constant pros. We see the alley-oop to Siegler. I think that was Cobb who threw that. I didn't catch it. I saw it was a bald man. There's a couple bald people. Was that Cooksey with the pass?
Yeah, I mean, great chemistry. They've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah, Cooksey with the pass. Normally known for his shooting. You see Spencer Young yet again. Does miss it though, as we see Grayson James the rebound. Cooksey pushing it. He might be running the 1 right now, showing with Diego Santos. Passing it to Siegler on the outside. going to Santos. Looks like they're trying to run another play here, Ted. I like it. 27 seconds, enough time for a quick pick and pop, and they do get it, and he hits it.
Man, he's such a good shooter. I think we're gonna see a lot of that today. So many good shooters on these teams. You know, so much flexibility they can use here to get shooters open. So
Yeah, Cooksey is not shooting 47% from three. Shot better from three than the regular field goal percentage. So you know he's a phenomenal shooter. You
that's
see Spencer
crazy.
Young push it, and he'll get the foul call there.
That's crazy though, shooting better from three than the field. I mean, yeah, he's just one of the best spot up shooters we have in this league.
Certainly is. I mean, again, we're seeing kind of like what J-Mac was saying. Michigan State got off to a wicked hot start here with Baron Thomas. If they're bringing in some rotational guys, um, let's see what they draw up here. If you're Oregon, do you just kind of bring it up and take a shot? Do you draw a quick play design? What would you like to see here, Ted?
Looks like they got their starters. Maybe come back here. So you know, maybe get the ball to Scooby Lewis, see what he can do before half. I mean, before the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't
Not
see.
sure if he's back in here though.
Not sure if I see Scooby, but you got a couple other players there. Devin Davis, maybe
Yeah,
Gleasack as well. But I like the idea for sure.
definitely. Oh, he's there.
So you see Spencer Young, yes, Scooby might get the two right now. Ward, the transfer from Louisville, is passing to Gleasack, is going all the way. 4, 3, 2, 1, passing to Scooby like you said, and he hits it with
Called it.
.2. Ted.
Wow.
Wow, nice job calling that. CSBA, Scooby Lewis just hit a buzzer beater with .2, 9-point game for Michigan State, but we will be right back. And we are back, CSBA. We just saw Scooby hit a pretty big basket there, cutting the lead down to 9. Ted, you called it. What else are we going to see here at the start of the game? What's going to be the final score? Give us a little bit of spiel on what we should look out here for.
I think Michigan State, you know, they're going to go to Thomas a lot more here. So I mean, Oregon, you know, maybe, you know, better communication on defense. You know, they got to find a way to stop Baron Thomas here this second quarter. You know, they don't want the same thing happening here. So I think we'll see more better defense from Oregon.
For sure, as you called it, Baron Thomas is in, and he's guarding Scooby again. Maybe they're going for the more athletic defender on him. It's always interesting to see what the different coaches believe in. As you see Gleasack, a little 1-5 pick in action, maybe with Devin Davis. They do 2-1. Tough shot there. As we see Ezekiel Pitts pushing it. DJ Jones, the small forward, post up, maybe not. Passing that to Baron Thomas here. Going to Spencer Young again. A tough shot there. Devin Davis pushing it to Babic, who's pushing it toward the Louisville transfer to Scooby, who's for the post move, and no good. DJ Jones with the rebound here, Ted.
Yeah. Oh wow, gonna find Thomas again.
Yeah, I mean, I like the move going to Thomas here. Nice little shot there, just didn't fall for him. He hasn't been in the game in a little while, so nothing to be frightened of. So we see Gleasack passing it to Scooby Lewis, who's got DJ Jones on him now. Nice pick there by Ward, who passes it to Havoc again with the tough
Big shot.
Wow, which Oregon's just doing Oregon things right now, Ted.
I don't know how many threes we've seen this game, but this has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, both teams executing so well on offense here. I think it's going to continue a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see how this goes.
I mean, we'll go right through this timeout, Ted. Again, the one thing, I say this all the time, veteran players who can hit tough shots like that is so important to have on your team. They're the glue guys.
Definitely, and Bobik, I mean, new addition to this Oregon team, so he's just going to even have a bigger impact for him if he can shoot like that.
And you see Devin Davis get the steal, going all the way. Your man Babic going right on top of Baron Thomas. And one CSBA. Baron is not happy about it. That is 2 fouls for Baron Thomas on the night, 3 more, and he is gone. Joseph Babic, ladies and gentlemen, with the slam. As we watch
Slamming on Baron Thomas too in your first game, man, or your first, you know, regular season game. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking to myself, Ted, maybe we're watching Joseph tell coach, hey, I'm going to slam on Baron Thomas right here. Let me guard Jones, and then we'll go straight to the line. I'm not sure what else we would be looking at here right at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, Baron Thomas is going to remember that too. Maybe he'll get him back later in the game.
Absolutely. Baron, he's known for his talking, has some really good games and also does have some tough ones. So it's going to be interesting to see him respond as he converts the
Definitely,
and one.
just like he said. Yeah, so we'll see what Michigan State does here. I mean, probably going to get it to Baron Thomas, but wouldn't be surprised, go to DJ Jones or even Glass. They've been doing great with these cuts and picks all game.
As you see Pitts again, Scooby's on him. Scooby's a great defender here. They do get the switch on the screen. He gets past Davis and blocked by TJ Ward. Hit off of Devin Davis, who slapped Gleasack with the ball. Michigan State gets it back with 5 seconds to head.
And more just great defense. That's what they need to do better if they want to stop Thomas.
Absolutely here. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. 4, 3, pump fake on Banks.
Oh,
He
pump
steps
fake.
back into the man and hits it, Ted.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, that was a great move right there.
That was a big shot. Oregon had a little bit of momentum there. 24 to 21. Not only did he make it easier on him, instead of making it easier, rather, he stepped back into the defender and stopped him. CSBA, we will be right back. Stay here. Appreciate all 59 of you here. Tag your friends, tag your mama, uncle, cousin. Let's get over 100 again, guys. Alright, Ted, definitely talking about it. You and I were just talking here during the break. We definitely have a good crowd here, not only in the stadium, but also in the chat. Shout out to R. Davis, Glass, obviously you, Joey Cass, Ziggy Pitts, Sports Fan Shane, Johnny Boy, Zach OC. Definitely a good group. We appreciate you guys getting in here. As we see again, Oregon's just running a play, doing their game. As we see Devin Davis to the ward. Again, playing their brand of basketball right now, Ted.
Yeah, another 3 for Oregon, continuing to do it, and I mean, just using another weapon in Johnny Ward. The transfer from Louisville. He's shown what he's capable of. Going to be a big part for this team.
Baron Thomas trying to post up on Scooby. Not the best shot decision, in my opinion. Scooby passes it to Gleasack, who goes to, I believe that's Bobic again. I don't know if he's going to get that on Jones, or is that Cooper? I think that's Jones. Jones with
That's
a nice
Jones,
defense.
yeah.
Yep.
Jones so underrated too as a small forward. I mean, just another great player for this Michigan State team.
Yeah, plays his role really well. As we see Devin Davis block his shot. Good gravy.
And I would not want to attack that man in the paint.
I think that's 2 or 3 blocks already for Devin Davis. Again, the power forward switch arc to the center.
I mean, just great. Oregon knows what they want to do with him, and I mean, he's just already doing great things for him.
Let's see Baron Thomas again with Scooby on him. The degree of difficulty having someone like that on him. Baron Thomas not hitting the shot. We see TJ Ward with the rebound. He's pushing it to Scooby Lewis. So he was open there for a minute. I think DJ Jones was waiting to see what he was going to do. You see Gleasack with the switch. Looks like they might go to Ward here, and they do. A little bit of a mismatch here, Ted.
Yeah, I mean, great recognition to find it.
Unfortunately, nice move there, Ward. Nice shot, rather, but tough move there as he's caught for the travel. Again, I do, like you said, I do like the recognition there, though.
Yeah, I mean, big man, just go attack better next time. He had the mismatch, and he ultimately made it, but, just got to be aware next time.
Right, as you see Baron Thomas again. Just great defense by Scooby this quarter on him. He does get open. He doesn't shoot it. Draws the foul. Again, I'm okay with that. I would have liked to maybe see a shot there. But, if you get to the line, it's easy shots. And I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, Baron Thomas will make plays inside or outside. But, yeah, surprised he didn't shoot it there. But, I mean, they just keep finding ways, get him open and get him the ball. I mean, Michigan State, great game plan coming into this game.
Yeah, again, I think that's something that they were trying to do last season. They did have a really great team, but unfortunately just didn't go too well for them.
Yeah, I mean, like you said last season, we thought we'd see this more often, and glad to finally see it here. It's they're gonna be dangerous if they can, keep playing like this.
Absolutely. As we see some subs come back in here. 26, Michigan State, 24, Oregon. A little bit mix of rotational players and starters here.
It looks like it, keeping Thomas on the floor, so we'll see how he works with Cooper if they have them both out at the same time.
Yeah, the rotations might be a little messed here. As we see Glass get the steal here. Passing it to Barron, who hits it. The awkward looking alley-oop, but alley-oop nonetheless there, Ted.
Yeah, Baron Thomas just making a great play on the ball. I mean, barely got it over Cobb. I thought he had that, but Michigan State, done a great job in transition today as well.
Absolutely. Again, Michigan State fighting to keep that lead. It's a much closer game than when we started. I believe it was a 13-point lead for Michigan State coming into the quarter, or 11, but they're definitely cutting into that, Ted.
Oregon, they could take this lead at any point still because with the team they have and the experience.
See Michigan State with the good defense here, pushing it to Barron Thomas. Looks like he had a moment there to kind of get open, but decides against it. Glass pulling it up. Maybe they're running a backdoor action, and they do. They find their man. He goes to it to Cooper with the pull-up, tough shot. Misses it, and a nice rebound by Grayson James there.
Great makeup defense by Oregon there too.
Absolutely. You see the switch right here. Looks like they're gonna go to James here, Ted. They're not. No.
Maybe. Oh no. Got him on the mismatch. I've just got to wait and set it up.
Yeah, looks like they're forcing it here. I like the ball movement. Tough shot here again. Nice rebound and a nice defense by Ringo Starr. Passing it to Glass, who pushes it to Barron. They're trying to run. It's just Oregon's getting back right now. As you see Barron with a nice little alley-oop. I'm sorry, the finger roll there.
A great drive right there. Great drive. Michigan State isolating James and Davis a lot here. It's getting some great looks for Barron here.
They certainly are. As you see Cobb, it looks like again they're trying to run action for Cooksey. I like it. One of the nation's best three-point shooters. You definitely have to use him. As instead of shooting, he does a pull-up mid-range and he hits it. Nice move there, Ted.
Maybe another part of his game they're adding right there. I mean, if he could hit threes and do that as well, he's gonna be pretty tough to stop.
Absolutely. As we go into this 5-point game, what have you liked that Oregon has done this quarter? Is really kind of break the lead down, Ted.
I mean, we're just done. They played better defense for sure, but I mean, their offense is executing much better here in the second quarter, in my opinion. I'm just getting, they're utilizing a lot of their players here, and Gleasack, Cooksey, and Cobb and stuff like that. They got to keep getting them open like that.
Absolutely. Good point there, Ted. Again, it's a 5-point game. Both teams are still very much in this. As you see Chris Snow checking in as well as Spencer Young. It does look like they took out Barron here for the last 2 minutes or so. I do like that move.
Definitely, close out the half here with these guys. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
So Spencer Young trying to get his backcourt mate open. Cooper with the post move on Cooksey. Good defense by Cooksey again, but Cooper does get the rebound and go right back on.
Cooksey, playing great on both sides of the court right now.
Yeah, Cooper is just a little bit more physical, so he does get that going. Grayson James, again, they're trying to find somebody open on these plays. They do love drawing them up, just not too much luck this last minute or so.
Really?
As you see Grayson James with the miss there, pushing it to Cooper, who pulls it up, tough shot, and out on Oregon. That was a close one between James and Ringo Starr there, but they do give the benefit to Michigan State, who has a 7-point lead right now.
I mean, Oregon doing a great job, getting back that time in transition, but still, stay with Michigan State here. They need another good defensive stop here.
They certainly do. You see Cooper again. They're trying to draw plays on both sides. Cooper not having too much luck. Cooks with the great defense, and just like that, Oregon gets the ball, Ted.
A way to generate a turnover right there. That's big for Oregon. And, if they can make this even maybe tie it up going into half, that'd be huge for them.
Yeah, as you see Siegler bring the ball up. Steal, almost a steal by Spencer Young there. Nice play. Siegler gets the ball back. A little 4-5 pick and pop or pick and roll action. James does miss it, but I do like the action move there, Ted.
Great hard foul there, but I mean, great ball movement, better ball movement by Oregon there. Get James the ball. He's best big man on the floor probably right now, so he's great way to attack with him.
Absolutely, and James not a bad free throw shooting center in all means. I mean, he's a paint defender, shooting 66% last season. Again, definitely room for improvement there, but we've certainly seen worse, especially in this game. Nice move for sure.
Definitely. Not bad for him to be at the line at all.
And he hits one of two. Ringo starting
They
to lead.
jinxed it.
Yeah, I'm just used to it by now, man. Cooper with the post move. Okay, interesting shot there against Cooksey. Cooksey bringing it back up, going right at Cooper, and then there's a blocking foul on Cooper. They have to be careful. It's under 2 minutes, and a couple more fouls, and they go straight to the line.
Yeah. Those college rules, right? Yeah. So, and Michigan State got to oh wow, going
They do
on
go
now.
to the line. I'm sorry. Yeah. So for 2 fouls under 2 minutes, they go straight to the line, and Cooksey is just as pretty much automatic from the free throw line, shooting. And again, this isn't a typo or anything. Did not miss a single free throw all of last season, Ted.
It's insane. I don't think there are many other people that could say that either. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just they want the ball in his hands. He's gonna hit him more often than not.
Yeah. I mean, just a clutch shooter. It's just what you want from your 3-point marksman. Spencer
Great
Young.
battle of shooting there too.
Boom. Nice move there. What were you saying though, Ted?
I mean, so many shooting guards at both sides here are playing great. So,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna continue to be a battle here for the rest of the game. And then Spencer Young, getting him open, finally getting going again. That's who they need to get going.
Absolutely. As you see Cooksey with the shot, no good, but Grayson James with the follow-up. I like the move, giving them enough time for a 2-for-1 if they do choose to do that. Also, Michigan State with that opportunity, they might hold it here. Again, 4-point lead, no need to rush it. They do get the switch here. Ringo started down low, does have a point guard on him. Let's see if they go at it. Instead they go Myers against James, passing it back to Cooper. 7 seconds here. I'm not sure I'm liking this movement so far. Again, another pick. Tough shot by Spencer Young. Oregon with 6 seconds left. They're pushing with Diego Santos. Got a couple people. They got Cooksey. No other than Cooksey on the outside. He does miss it though, Ted. Tough shot for sure there.
Yeah. I'm surprised he missed it. Oregon had a chance to be 1 point, 1 point down here going into half, but still we got a great game going on into halftime. Oregon's Michigan State is shocked to many people, I'm sure, with Oregon being as favored as they were, but Michigan State came to play.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a perfect play design there at the end. But, shooters shoot. Unfortunately, I didn't fall for Cooksey, but CSBA, we'll take a quick little short break here, enjoy the halftime show and some of the highlights, and we'll be right back with you. Ted, as we're looking at the stats here, nearly identical, 41% to 41%. Rebounds are pretty close, within 2 or 3. Same with the steals and the assists. I mean, I'm not really all that surprised in a 4-point game.
Yeah, this is how we expect these teams to play, right? Both great shooting teams. I'm sure that will go up as the game continues, but Michigan, they get some great defenders able to generate turnovers, and Oregon, Devin Davis and James generating blocks. I'm sure we'll see a few more of those as the game goes on as well.
Yeah, Devin Davis had some thunderous blocks. Make sure to clip those against CSBA. Wired and Nighthawk do an insane tournament show. I know I was able to be a part of it last season. Excuse me. It's definitely something that the CSBA puts on for us.
Definitely, that's one of my favorite parts of the season. So yeah, clip those plays, right? Davis attacking again. I think I'd love to see Oregon do a bit more of that this half. Go down to James, go down to Davis. They got a great matchup down there.
Excuse me. I had a frog in my throat, as they could say. Nice move by Devin Davis. Thanks for taking over there for a second. Dominant post move for sure there, Ted. A good point that you had.
Can't be losing my play-by-play guy here,
Listen, man, you can
Right
totally
there,
do it.
but,
I was color all last season. You can absolutely do the same, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely no. But yeah, I mean Devin Davis, great center. I mean he's just continuing to make plays for Oregon, and I mean he's a great free throw shooter as well. So good job getting him to the line.
Yeah, I saw something interesting in the chat a couple of days back, um, or maybe it was a DM. I was talking to Davis, but Pac-12 has just so many dominant centers. I think that's why he switched to the five. I mean, he was so good at the four last season. I was a little surprised. I think I even called in the preseason he was at the four, but Pac-12 and just every team in general just has such a dominant five. So it's just something that they needed.
Yeah.
As we see
Another
another
block.
block. Thomas, and Scooby. Again, these are the sort of shots we would see from Thomas. He would settle. Definitely not liking what I'm seeing so far in the last two quarters. Cooksey with the turnover. Pitts passing it to Glass, who passes it to DJ Jones. He's going all the way, and he does a little finger roll. Again, Michigan State is fighting. They are fighting like Spartans. You like that, Ted?
Yeah, they are. I mean, and DJ Jones so good in transition, but like you said with Davis, I mean, props to him for helping his team out going to center. It's exactly what they need, and I mean, with so many great centers in the Pac-12, you got Maverick and LaFleur.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they need someone that can stop him, and
absolutely.
so props to him, and I love the look already from him as well.
Absolutely, as we see Baron Thomas passing it to Jones. I'd like to see him do a little more off the ball movement. On the ball against Scooby is not going his way, as we see again another tough shot coming up against Devin Davis, who blocks
Oh,
again. Said that is 4 or 5 blocks by Devin Davis.
yeah, Oregon's really picked up here on Baron Thomas too. Ever since the first quarter, I mean, Lewis and Davis. I mean, Davis right there, but Lewis has done a great job, covering him. Michigan State, they got to find him. Got to find ways to get him open again, like they did earlier.
Yeah, oh, with the alley-oop, Babbitt to Davis. Oh my goodness, nice move. Looked like a design play there, Ted.
Yeah, Davis has got so many highlight plays so far this game.
Definitely player of the game so far. But to your point, I do definitely agree with that. I think they had Babbitt on Thomas, like they have the switch here. They got Thomas, Devin Davis on him. They're trying to run something. It's just not going too well. They do get it to him. He does pull up, and it does not go his way. Definitely not as hot as he started, Ted.
Yeah, he's gotten a little cold here for sure, and oh
Wow.
wow.
A frustration foul there is Devin Davis, who just blocked him a couple plays back, just guarded him as best as the center could, gets the and 1-3 on Baron Thomas. Ted, what is happening right now?
I don't know. We're seeing a great battle between these two stars. I mean, Davis is winning it I mean, late recently. So Baron Thomas, they still got a lot of game ahead, but Thomas has got to figure it out here a little bit. Maybe go to someone else like DJ Jones or Glass. I'm both great weapons, but
Yeah.
just having none of Baron Thomas right now.
Again, I do like the teams are sticking to drawing plays, but I think the halftime adjustments are leaning Oregon's ways as just the plays are just not going towards Barron's liking. Maybe they use a Sydney Banks or get DJ Jones going as
Oh
we
yeah,
go
yeah.
into this timeout. I mean, what do you
Banks, another
think,
guy.
Ted?
Yeah, Banks. I mean, he's another guy too for this team. Great freshman. So I mean, they got a lot of weapons here. Any way to go. I mean, just maybe stop putting all the pressure on Thomas here. To make plays for him. They got a lot of weapons.
They certainly do. Again, a great game here. We'll take a little quick mini timeout. Go ahead and dose this bang to the head, and we'll be right back with you, CSBA, all 59 of you. We appreciate you. Whew. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 38 Oregon and Michigan State's 37. Again, Ted, Michigan State is staying with it. They definitely have had their lead dwindle down. I mean, it's actually Oregon lead right now.
Yeah, this is the first Oregon lead of the game, I think. So
Yeah.
it's been a tight game now.
As you see Sydney Banks go up with the finger roll. I saw Nighthawk. I was about to call him Coach Nighthawk, but Nighthawk called the asking for
Yeah.
Banks to get going, and he gets it. I guess it's just that commission luck right there. As we see a nice play in Oregon. We're going to go right through this, Ted. You see Oregon call it.
They called.
Go ahead.
Michigan State. Yeah, Michigan State definitely drew something up for him right there, and great execution.
Absolutely. As we see Ward check back in. We haven't seen him in a little while. It's going to be Banks against Ward. It's looking like it's a matchup I'm looking forward to seeing.
I mean, Ward just a great transfer. I mean, two new guys for their teams. It'll be interesting.
Gosh. Ted, Davis is just having a game, man. I mean, I think I saw, again, I remember this weird stuff, you know me. I saw Gleasack saying, he passes the ball and then just, shoots bricks so Devin Davis can get rebounds, and that's what we just saw from Scooby Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll get the ball one way or another. I mean, he's just doing a great job, getting fouls. I mean, just attacking them. That's what they need from him, especially if he can get these guys in foul trouble. Which could say he'll really be in trouble.
Yeah, again, and the dangerous thing about Devin Davis is he shot 71% from the free throw stripe last season, and I imagine that's something he'd be working on this last offseason as well.
Yeah, I mean, if he could shoot like that for a center, I mean, even moving from power forward, but if he's shooting like that from a center, that's pretty great for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what Michigan State can dial up here. Again, only down one. They're not out of this by any means. As we see Pitts pass to Jones, who's got Thomas on him. Let's see what he does. He does decide to pull it up. I'm not liking the shot selection so far, but he can still turn this around. Gleasack to Ward, who's got Thomas. They tried an alley-oop. Good defense by no other than DJ Jones. Just a defensive mastermind for the Spartans. They got Glass to DJ Jones. They're going to reward him, and they do. Nice shot there, Ted.
No look.
That man looked back
Yeah,
at the
he's
crowd
just
and
doing
he's
that
like,
too.
"What's up, baby? I'm beating his
Yeah.
chest. Like, I'm that dude." You see Scooby, good defense by Barron. I like it. If your shots aren't falling, play great defense. You'll be rewarded just like Cooper did. Oh, they had Banks on the cut, but he stopped there. And he still decides to take it.
Anyways,
Not the best shot there, Ted.
I don't think anyone's made anything being covered but like Lewis like that.
No one is scoring for Oregon but Devin Davis, but, dang it, it's working, right?
Yeah, I mean, Michigan State, they keyed on him last time, last possession, but just go right back to him. He's going to score for them more often than not.
Again, another switch for Michigan State. Scooby Lewis again on Baron Thomas. He's going in. I would have liked to maybe see him go against Devin Davis, but they've got Babick passing it to Gleasack, hitting the first shot of the night for him. Again, Michigan State, I would like to see him run a little bit in transition. We saw that nice shot from DJ Jones, Ted. Maybe see if they could get Baron going that way, because he's definitely the focal point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially more in transition. You got great forwards in Banks and Jones. If we could see them attacking transition, that'd be huge for Michigan State.
As they get the screen, he backs into Scooby and misses. Another tough shot yet again. A good screen by Pitts there. Scooby's get the ball. He passes it to Ward. He's going against Banks. Banks is not having it. Great defense, Banks, as he passes it to Glass. They've got a little fast break move, and they do pass it to Ezekiel Pitts. Ted, that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Michigan State to tie the game up.
Yeah, I mean, another highlight dunk there for Michigan State, but I mean, both these teams, pace is starting to pick up a lot here. So
yeah,
I think Michigan State, transition again.
Glass going up. He's got Ward on him. A little bit of a mismatch if he takes him out. Doesn't as he passes it to Pitts. They do have Banks on the other side. We're seeing a big-on-big battle here. Gets him up in the air. Davis with his fifth block, and Banks just cleans it up. You just hate to see that as a coach. Great defense by Davis, and just Banks cleans it up, Ted. Nice play there, though.
Davis was having none of the freshmen right there, but I mean, Banks, just making a play on the ball.
He's definitely a paint beast, I would say there, Ted.
Yeah, nice pun right there.
Thank you. Banks with the good defense on Scoob again. Banks showing a lot of defensive versatility. You'll see DJ Jones got Devin Davis on him. Goes at him. Again, I like the aggressiveness. I said this multiple times. If your shots aren't falling, go right at him. I mean, obviously Devin Davis has had quite a few blocks, but he does get the foul called on him there.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit late to get him in foul trouble, but I mean, still, if you can get calls like that and just attack him, where he's not comfortable, it's a great job by DJ Jones.
Absolutely, DJ Jones, just the constant professional here, just playing great, has decent numbers every game. Doesn't really shine because such a quiet personality, but just a constant pro for Michigan State, Ted.
Yeah, so underrated. I think this is his third season now for Michigan State. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of tenured players like that, staying. So
yeah,
super loyal to his team. I mean, he might be. I mean, everyone thinks about Michigan State. You think Barron Thomas, Deion Cooper, I mean, even bringing in big names with Pitts and Banks. But I mean, DJ Jones been there forever. You know, he's a great player for this team.
As we see him hit both of those shots, we see a 4-point lead for Michigan State as we see Diego Santos bring the ball up, passing it to Cooksey. Rotations are kind of getting back into order here as we see the bench players. Nice little pullback
Ooh.
shot, Ted. Woo-wee.
Cooksey just doing it all, man. I mean, but yeah, I don't ever see Deion Cooper get crossed like that. That was crazy.
Cooksey stole those man's shoes, tied him to the floor, threw him. I don't know what he did, but just Cooksey did something mean right there. As you see DJ Jones with a good shot there, just didn't go in. Nice rebound by Grayson James. We got Cooksey again, a little 2-on-1 corner action. He does find Cobb, but not liking the shot. Passing it back to Cooksey. Cooksey to Santos. Santos maybe again a Cooksey deep three. Nice play by Siegler.
Oh my gosh.
There it is, Ted.
The range is, I mean, his range is all over the court right now. He's just, Oregon getting him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. He's just a great three-point shooter, just a constant shooter. I mean, from all over. As we see Spencer Young with a three, telling me, listen, shut up, I can shoot too. As a, right over the taller defender there.
Had to have Spencer Young, and Cooper, we said it earlier, but I mean, two great shooting threats. That's tough for Oregon to guard.
Cooksey with the turnover there. Cooper bringing it up. Again, they're running. Michigan State is running here. I do like it. See the little pick and roll. No pick and roll. They got DJ Jones in the corner. He hits it again. This is where I think the Spartans really do play well as a transition offense, Ted.
Yeah, Jones seeming to have, a little hot spot over there on the corner. He's hitting well over there. Keep finding him in that area.
Absolutely. See Cooksey, they're running through Cooksey in this rotation as he misses the pull-up. Myers passes it to Young. 16 seconds left. They do pass it to Jones again, who does, stop. They do have time here. They can hold for the last shot and take the lead going into the fourth quarter. 6 seconds left here. They're going to Spencer Young. They find him. He's going to pull up against Devin Davis, and he hits it.
Another one.
Goodness.
Gosh.
Just Michigan State. Can you miss a buzzer beater?
No. No one's missing today, man.
Unreal. CSBA, we'll be right back. Shout out to all of you in chat. We will be right back. Quick little timeout for us. CSBA, we are back. The shared fame with Ted. We are looking at the State Farm assist of the game. We've got Glass 2, Ezekiel Pitts. I like this one. This is probably one of the best ones that I've been able to personally see, Ted. Are you okay with this assist of the game? This is, I told you, I've got a bone to pick with State Farm. What do you think here?
I think State Farm did a good job there. We haven't seen a lot of alley-oops, and that was definitely, a good one. But we've seen also a lot of great assists, though. I think, finding shooters open, especially in the corners. So.
See Cooper with the post up move, no good. Grayson James going to Cobb. Oregon looking to possibly run. They know they do pull it back here. Cooper guarding him. Grayson James going to Santos. I think they're running another design play for Cooksey, who is wide open, Ted. And
no, he's not missing that fourth quarter.
Should I just tell him that we can count and just kind of move on from that?
Yeah, for real. I mean, this is his quarter, man. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of that.
As you see, Spencer Young catch Diego Santos slipping. A nice little cut there to take it back to 6.
I'm actually gonna say, finding Spencer Young a lot here. I like it. He's a great guard for this team. Leading the second team. So I think we'll see a lot more of that here.
I'm loving the plays that Michigan State is drawing, or Oregon's drawing. As you see, barely missed it. That would have been another highlight, Ted.
Thought he had that.
Cooper again going against Santos. Chris Snow, we haven't seen him in a little while. I think they're drawing up a play. They do for Cooper. Running a 1-3 or 3-1 pick and pop. Interesting play, and then a tough shot there by Cooper. Nice rebound by Grayson James. Pass it to Diego Santos. A little hezzy, does lose his footing there. Pass it to Siegler, going back to Diego Santos here. Diego Santos again dribbling, not going really anywhere. Again, they are going through Cooksey, who decides, whatever, I'm going to pull it up because I got big old Grayson James down there who goes up. I
What a
thought it
block.
was
Oh, that went in.
blocked.
No way, man.
I, Oregon's refusing to go out of this game, Ted.
Yeah. Davis, just finding a way to get the bucket in.
Yeah, as
He's
again, Michigan State with the 4-point lead. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got sports fan, Shane Glass, the Michigan State point guard, Robert Davis, who's Devin Davis on this team, Ziggy Pitts, who's the center for Michigan State. We've got obviously Nighthawk, blah blah blah, Misfit, Psycho Sid. I don't know who you are in the league. I apologize. Cheetah, DJ Jones, Phoenix Slayer. I mean, just everybody in the chat, Ted. It's a great turnout. I'm loving the viewing we're getting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 61 viewers, Thursday, get your friends in here as well. We got some more great games coming later today, but and this might be the best game of the week so far. 4-point game going to the fourth has been tight all games, so yeah. I've loved it, every bit of it, man.
It is Braylon Banks. Braylon Banks are playing great, man. Definitely been fun to watch you. Ted, I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you ready?
No.
FSU against Kentucky. Who you got there, pal?
Oh, man. I don't know if you can make me pick
no
that.
pressure.
Like
3, 2, 1. And the CSBA, we are back. Ted, I appreciate you picking FSU. We've got a Michigan State 58, Oregon 54 game here.
Yeah, I'm excited for the game too. I think that's going to be great, but we're in here for an exciting finish here. We've seen what Oregon does in crunch time, but I mean, Michigan State, great job right there. But Michigan State, they got stars, so I'm excited to see how Thomas does late here, some of their other guys too.
We see Scooby Lewis check in against a 6-point game. Gleasack has been pretty quiet, surprisingly. Does get the switch there. Maybe they go to Ward, they don't. Gleasack asking for the one-on-one, and he does lose the ball there. Babic with his interesting shot, and he barely misses there.
That was a great form right there on the three, but they had it there open too.
Again, just great defense by Scooby. When you're 6'10 and just freaky athletic like he is, he's a defensive nightmare. Ward with the step back, no move there. Gleasack against Babic. Lewis with the pick and pop from Devin Davis. Step back shot, and he hits it. Wow.
I can't do much more to cover him right there. Michigan State, they want Thomas back in right now. I think, they need someone to cover Lewis, and there's not many people that can do that here.
Absolutely. I mean, just in the CSBA in general, Lewis is just a defensive nightmare. As we see Michigan State filtering through Spencer Young. He passes it to Cooper to Ringo Starr to Chris Snow in the corner. Passing it back to Ringo Starr. We're seeing the clock wind down. Cooper, 4, 3, 2. Spencer Young put it up, and he does, and no good. Nice rebound by Grayson James.
I tried to hold that out for as long as I could there with a pump fake, but I mean, Oregon, just stand with it the whole time.
You see Babic yet again holding it up at the top. What are we looking at here? 3-4 pick and roll. Got Spencer Young on guarding Babic with the foul and one. Ted, great recognition, getting the switch they wanted, having the point guard the small forward, and they hit this. It's a 1-point game, Ted.
I'm getting pissed, a little bit uncomfortable right there, and I'm just attacking him, freshman. I'm still learning, but I mean, just great job by Oregon, attacking where they can find these matchups they want.
Absolutely, again, doing really well. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, Babic has played really great, but I mean, do they throw in Cooksey here at the end if it's a close game? I mean, because Gleasack's played well. They've had a couple other players. It's just gonna be interesting to see how they put Cooksey in here. I mean, he's a primetime player for this team, and then obviously they're not gonna move Scooby Lewis.
We saw him enough last season in March Madness. I don't know. You would question that really, but I mean, Babic, making some great plays here for Oregon on the stretch also.
You see Gleasack. I thought they were gonna throw an alley-oop to Johnny Ward there. Nice shot by Gleasack. It's a 1-point lead for Oregon. Ted, we are back and forth in this game.
Yeah, we'll see Michigan State how they're going to respond here. Looks like they got Thomas mismatched.
Got Glass back in the game. Nice defense by Gleasack. Decides not to shoot it. DJ Jones back in the game. 3-5 pick and pop. DJ Jones. Good take there. Just didn't fall. We see Gleasack getting the rebound from Devin Davis. Getting the pass from Devin Davis' rebound. Gleasack, nice little spin hezzy or something like that to get past him. Banks with the rebound, passing it again to DJ Jones, who does stop his dribble, passing it to Banks again with the tough shot, but he
A
hits
big
it.
shot.
10, 62 to 61. That was a big
Just went
shot
in the
there.
moment right there, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great shot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's all I can say. As you see Gleasack drawing the foul on Banks here. Gleasack, again, the league leader in assists last season, I believe, or he was close to the top. I don't have the exact stats in front of me. But Gleasack's a
For sure, though.
77% free throw shooter, Ted.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, hope he's worked on that this offseason. We'll see here. But I mean, he's a great leader for this Oregon team. A great guard. He knows his role. He's not the star, but the reason why they continue to win so many games last season and been so good, down the stretch, especially late in games.
Absolutely. As he hits the first, dabbing up his teammates, 255, and by just how this game's been going, I mean, every point matters here, Ted.
Definitely, these are big free throws, that are going to affect how the game ends here. So we'll see how this goes.
Gleasack with the
Hopefully,
missed shot, tie ball game. Glass with the rebound. Is he going all the way? He does in the tough take against Scooby Lewis. Oh, I hate to see it. Pass it to Gleasack. Does he hit it from Scooby? And he does. Oregon takes a 3-point lead, Ted. Great play, great
And
defense leading to the 3-pointer.
Gleasack's been huge for this fourth quarter. So I mean, Michigan State got to find a way to stop them. They need to respond, right here.
Bang, and
Take the
they
shot.
do. Ted, you always seem to call it at the perfect moments as Michigan State gets the basket there to keep it down 1 for them.
I'm excited to see how the rest of this game goes with Baron Thomas versus Lewis and Gleasack.
As Scooby tried to call Bank there, but no way, Jose. That shot did not go in. Sydney Banks with the awkward looking pass to DJ Jones, Mr. Professional there. Like it was nothing, no hesitation. 2-point lead for Michigan State here, Ted.
Have the confidence in that shot,
Didn't even
and just
hesitate
great job
a
by
minute.
DJ Jones.
Absolutely. We see the pick and pop for Scooby Lewis. No good, but Johnny Ward with the rebound. Again, Barron is a smaller player. Nice play drawn up there by Michigan State, or by Oregon rather.
Yeah, great job by Ward to box him out right there. I mean, that's a huge rebound this late in the game.
Uh-oh, Scooby defense, getting little Scooby stacks there. Nice little steal. He's going all the way, and he is fouled and won by Scooby Lewis. This late in the game, you cannot take dangerous fouls like that, Ted. That is so hard to see.
Steph would be screaming right now, man.
Wow.
I mean, that's huge right there by
his
Lewis.
Mind over that foul, Ted.
Oh, but that's what Lewis brings, man.
Yeah.
I love how you said Scooby snacks right before that, and then he makes that play. I mean, Scooby Lewis is a big-time player. He's played in these situations before. Michigan State, they're going to have to respond again. They're not getting the stops they want here, so maybe they'll go to Baron Thomas. Maybe we'll see some Banks, but I mean, they gotta respond.
They definitely do, and they do have time to do that. You see Baron Thomas bring the ball up again. Got Scooby on him. And another steal, turnover by Barron. Scooby's going all the way, and he is fouled yet again. 4th foul on Barron. I would definitely say a frustration foul there, Ted.
Yeah, he's not happy at all. The whistle's been going for Oregon most of the game, but I mean, just what's gonna happen? They're attacking a lot here underneath. So
yeah,
Scooby Lewis, another defensive play. He's been it's so many steals for him tonight, and so many affected shots.
Yeah, I mean, and for Baron Thomas, you just hate to see it. I mean, you got the ISO play call, which I'm assuming he wanted, and Scooby just ripped it yet again. I mean, what Scooby's known for it, man. He averaged 1.3 steals a game last season, and that led, I think it was top 10 in the league.
Yeah, that's insane, man. I mean, that's who you want too. At the end of the game, they wanted Baron Thomas's hands, and I mean, Scooby Lewis just able to make a play.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
You see Scooby hit the first free throw again. It's still not over by any means. They definitely have to ramp it up here a little bit. And see Scooby back at the line to make this possibly a 5-point game. And he does.
And it's
Michigan State calling the timeout here. Ted, I'm going into your coaching brain right now. If you're Michigan State, You've got DJ Jones,
Man,
Glass, Baron Thomas, Banks. I believe Pitts is the fifth man. Who do you go to? Where do you draw and why?
so many options, but I mean, I think they gotta get Baron Thomas a little redemption here. I don't want to see him get a play for him, get a screen for him, maybe spot up or off the ball. I think that's what's been working great for him all night long. So I think create some separation for him, or even Banks or Jay Jones on the outside would be great for them.
Yeah, I mean DJ Jones hit some really clutch baskets for him. Banks is a nice plays as well. Maybe a 1-5 pick and roll, leave Banks down low by himself. I mean, it's so tough here. CSBA 5-point game. We are coming back from the timeout now. Let's see what Michigan. Jordan player of the game, Devin Davis, 11 points. I think double-digit rebounds, that's for sure. But 6 or 7 blocks on the night. Dead. Ooh, that was dangerous.
Ooh, yeah, scary right there, but well deserved by Davis. I think even though the game isn't over, he's had a huge impact.
Glass got Ward. Baron Thomas trying to post up and tough shot there against Ward and Scooby, who are both really great defenders. Gleasack going all the way against Banks. Banks blocks it. Great
Oh, what
defense,
a
big
block!
fella. Baron Thomas, you got to push it here. You got Johnny Ward on you. What are you going to do, my man? Is he pushing a step back pass? Night. Oh,
Oh,
Ted.
oh man, got
Oh,
him. Man.
Ted, great
Did that
decision
go
there.
off the hand? I couldn't tell. Yeah, I mean they both fell for Thomas and they made a great pass, but I
That
haven't
one
seen that before.
hurt.
That's insane.
I know. I mean, great. I mean, I thought he was going to shoot it. I mean, he had me fooled, but just didn't connect the way they wanted. And Scooby gets the dunk on the pick and roll.
Yeah, that's just too easy for those right there this late in the game. And Michigan State, this is it. Get someone outside on three.
Ooh, good defense there by Davis. Again, Pitts almost hit that tough shot. Oregon is working here, and the Michigan State fans not being all that happy. Babick misses it. Michigan State does have time here. They're going to have to hit a quick 3 timeout and get a little bit of luck here. And they're not doing that, unfortunately. Again, Glass against Davis misses, and that's just about going to do it here, Ted. Babick going to bring it up and dribble it out. What are your thoughts on the game here? I mean, we had a really great game from about the second half on.
Yeah, yeah, man, insane game. If you're Michigan State, you can't be upset at all. I mean, obviously a little bit, because they were leading most of the game, but I mean the performance tonight was amazing at a game people thought they were going to lose. So, a great job by Michigan State. They almost had this game, and Oregon, just doing the same thing they do every time, and keeping games close and pulling away in the fourth.
Yeah, as we wait for the stats to pull up. The next game we have at 8:30 p.m. EST. Stay in here. Leave the web browser open, everybody. Uh, we have Florida State against Kentucky. Two really great teams who had really great tournaments, just didn't go all the way that they wanted. Again, great game by both teams. I think Oregon just had a little bit more firepower there at the end.
Yeah, that game could have gone either way for sure. And Oregon, more experience in these situations, so props to them. But Michigan State, they're gonna be a force the rest of the way. I mean, if they keep, getting Thomas involved like that and all their players, it's gonna be a great season for them.
It absolutely is. Great game again, CSBA. We appreciate you showing up. I think we peaked about 74. I seem to always get this black screen, CSB. I do apologize. I'm not sure why this happens, but we are going to go ahead and go offline. I believe it is Nighthawk in the booth for game 2 with none other than Johnny Boy. CSBA, we appreciate you. We're out. Ted, any final takes?
And great way to start this day off, and I'm looking forward to the next game, man. And best of luck to you and Coach Wyatt. I think that's gonna be an amazing game.
Yes, let's go Seminoles. CSBA out. Appreciate you.